Hey, this is Quincy from CMYK Productions. Today I'm going to go over this cool instrument tuner. So all you musicians out there, check it out. Welcome, and hey, thanks for hanging out with me here at CMYK Productions for just a little bit today. My name is Quincy Fulweiler. I'm the owner-operator of CMYK Productions. We do a lot of things creative here, website design, graphic design, but one of our main things that we do is professional multi-track recording. I've been a musician for more years than I can count, and one of the main pieces of gear that I have always needed to depend on is a good tuner. All right, now I can manually tune my guitar like most people can manually tune their guitar, but if everybody wants to be on the same page in the same key, it's just best and more professional if you have yourself a tuner. I'm familiar, and I have those little clip-ons that you can put on your headstock, and you know what? Those are affordable and they're easy to carry around, but guess what? They're also easy to lose, and they're really not very sturdy. They can break. If you drop them, they can break. The other day we were having a recording session, and I like to have all the musicians use the same tuner if possible. Well, I didn't really have a house tuner in the studio, so I used the little clip-on that I had, and it quickly, battery was old and it went dead and the back was coming off because it's an old one. Like I said, not very durable. So we pulled out our phones, and that worked fine for the onboard microphone on the phone for it to get us through. But however, I thought later, I got to get me a good solid tuner, house tuner for the studio. Today, we're talking about the Neuma NMT-200. I just purchased this. This one was $17.99 on Amazon. I'll make sure I provide a product link downstairs in the description. And if you'll click on that, check it out. Maybe you'll get yourself one, because really, for the price, you really can't beat it. It's a multifunctional tuner, and we're going to go over some of those functions really quick here, okay? So check this out. First of all, the first thing that I noticed on it is it's got a nice big display, and that I really like. The older I get, the harder it is for me to see, but it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're at a gig and the lights are dim, which they usually are, you want a nice bright screen to be able to tune your instrument. Whether you're backstage, on stage, wherever, and you want to tune, you got to be able to see this thing. Nice big screen. The other thing is there's always a lot of din, a lot of noise going on. Whether it's your drummer trying to get things set up, your other guitar players, whatever, just a lot of din in the room. You need to be able to hear. So there is a headphone jack right here on the side that you can do that with. The headphone jack is also used so that you can access the metronome if you're going to be using a metronome during your performance or practice, rehearsal, whatever you're doing there. The metronome feature is really cool as well. If you press this center button here, it'll switch to the metronome feature, and you can change the beats per minute here, and you can change the beat, whether it be quarter note, eighth note, 16th note, all the way up, and you can change the style, so it can just be a straight click, 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 or it could be beep, click, 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 beep, click, 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 beep, whatever. Went on a little too long with the beep click thing there, don't you think? Anyways, so it has 10 different variations of the beat style that you want to hear. I thought that was a great feature to add. Now, again, it can tune guitar, bass, violin, ukulele, any chromatic instrument. it has a 1/4-inch jack on the side so that you can plug directly in with your electric instrument so that you can tune there. So a lot of acoustic instruments don't have a pickup built in, a violin, ukulele, whatever, and you have to depend on the onboard microphone, which there is. However, if there's a lot of noise in the room, which there always is, you're going to want to try to plug in directly. So they've also given this accessory, which I think is going the extra mile by adding this. You can plug that right into that same jack, and then it has this clip-on sensor that you can put on anywhere on your headstock of your instrument, wherever you can clip it onto, so that it can sense the vibrations and be able to tune that way. That's really cool. So what else can I say about this tuner? Well, it's plastic. It takes AAA batteries, but it looks pretty solid. And this is the one I'm going to use for my studio. I keep it in house and use as a session tuner. So maybe you should check it out. All you musicians out there that are tired of buying those little clip-on cheapo things, I know most musicians are starving and need to go as cheap as you can, but for 17 bucks, really, you're going to pay that almost that much for a decent clip-on. So check this one out. It's made by Neuma. It's called the Metronome Tuner for guitar, bass, violin, ukulele, and chromatic instruments. It's 3-in-1. It's the NMT-200. You know what? I appreciate you guys putting up with all of my newbiness in doing these reviews. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to get better. I hope you get something out of these things that I'm doing here. It's silly, but hey, I'm having fun. Hope you are too. So thanks for hanging out with me. And hey, we believe you can fly.